So you know how I said this is basically Eminence and Shadow 2.0, that the main character in this show, Liam, is really just the cousin or spiritual successor, the brother to Sid Kagenou? If you don't see it after this episode, I can't help you, because basically what this episode boils down to is Sid from the Eminence and Shadow asked to speak to the manager when they wouldn't let him through the wormhole to go fight space pirates because his little chuny ass wants to be cool. And through the power of sheer bullshit luck alone, he rolls a perfect critical one out of 1,000 odds, and 999 of those are meant to screw him. But this man is nothing but walking luck, probably thanks to his dead dog spirit that helps him. And this man literally obliterated 20,000 space pirates through the sheer magic of just bullshitting. And best of all, he continues to do the thing that it doesn't matter how much more difficult something is or will screw him over. If it looks cool, he doesn't hear anything other than it's cool. He literally upgraded his entire fleet, or is going to the worst controls just because the space pirate's steering wheel looks cooler than his. I'm telling you, I'm not even yanking your leg here. This is actually an amazing show. I got full thoughts over on my Patreon. You want to support my work, see my full uncut thought to this greatness known as Intergalactic Empire over there exclusively. So, I didn't think they would top the Rocket Punch, and I'm not going to say they necessarily did, but at the very least they matched it. So, the Rocket Punch, he's like, hey, it's cool. You launch your fist as a rocket and it destroys. Okay. Let's create a rocket punch that summons like a rocket punch, but you still have your arms. No, that's dumb. It has to be your actual arm because that's what's cool. But sir, that would make you vulnerable. I don't care. Rocket punch. Okay, we're gonna upgrade the fleet so there's like this like universal kind of design to it. Makes sense, you know, form of like uniformity. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The space pirate steering wheel did look cool, but when I hear it's ridiculous to control, it would be a downgrade. I'm like, okay, I guess we back off from that. Not him. Not him. He started off with like a Gundam that is so unassisted that it should be impossible to control. And if it was just his own ship, maybe I could let it slide, but his whole damn crew is going to have the worst controls known to man, and he's still going to win. And the funny thing is, while the people denying him access to the wormhole were screwing him over and were letting pirates, potentially kill him, the initial denial made sense. Like, they came out with logic. Like, hey, you're not backed by any other royal homes or countries or people, right? Like, we can't, like, if you go through that wormhole without paying first, we may never get a payment because, one, we don't know if you can pay us back, and two, you might not survive. So it does make sense. I understand why he said, let me speak to your manager, and then Buddy pulled the most W card. I am the manager, basically. Like, there's no one higher than me. And I love how he then goes in person, and in very Karen format, like, once there's no longer, like, okay, it's not working out to me, they're like, okay, but what if I'm nice to you? And then that goes back to being spicy. I don't know how this man rolls such perfect luck when everything is stacked against him. His sword instructor wants to kill him, and somehow ends up training him to be a magical guru. People are literally trying to make space pirates obliterate them, and somehow it turns into, oh, what a nice guy. He just, he had to save face, but he made sure everyone was out of the control room so I could do this. I honestly thought when he redirected the wormhole, I was figuring everyone would die in the wormhole. Because I figured if you're already traveling and it redirects you, like, what if it, like, compresses or something? Like, that's what I was expecting. And to see them just pop up in the worst spot known to man as our boy's like, all right, what do we... Okay, let's blast. Like, we need more Sids in the world of anime. If there's one character I would love to see melt to death, it's the Sid-like chuny character that has no right to be as successful as they are, that are probably slightly, if not majorly unhinged, and somehow everything just works out. Whether it's a show like Shadows, where he doesn't even know what's going on, but his group's uncovering conspiracies where he's just playing pretend, Or a show like this where this man's like, listen, I know this is all reality. I know we got bills to pay. I know we got all this stuff, but listen, it has to look cool. And unfortunately, all of the logic, whether it's his old butler or anyone like that, despite what they're saying being factual, they continue to get proven wrong because this man rolls nothing but critical successes, despite every odd being stacked against him. The best way I think I can describe Liam is it's like, okay, imagine playing a video game with every single negative penalty known to man applied to your character. You are walking around with a single HP. You trip, you're gonna lose that HP. Like, there's literally no way, statistically impossible to survive more than a couple of minutes. Like, that's how, like, there's poison trying to kill you in every few, and yet somehow, having all these debuffs, poison, paralysis, the man will probably just constantly be interacting with a holy spring that keeps that 1 HP active as he's just annihilating everyone. He's nothing but walking success with the entire world stacked against him. His sword instructor is being haunted by the spirit who wants nothing but to see him suffer, and somehow this man is going to be fine. These types of anime, they don't come out enough. I honestly thought we were going to have a 4, maybe 5 out of a 10 show. Even before the, like, after, we had to wait like a month, right? Because we had to wait for the show to, get caught up on TV. I really enjoyed the first few episodes, but I really thought to myself, this is going to be one that I'm going to see a lot of flaws with, and I'm going to be like, okay, I might be enjoying it, but it's not really that great. But no, it is. Production of the actual space stuff is, like, fantastic. I've been harping on that a lot, but it really is good. The general movements of characters and stuff is, like, very average most of the time, but the space stuff and the lighting is just damn good. And as I say, to have a show that's not under the Gundam umbrella look this good for space stuff is pretty impressive. I'm having a freaking blast with this one. I don't know what we did to deserve this, but as long as we get a minimum of 3 seasons, but, realistically, I think we deserve 5. I'll be a very happy camper. But this has been an absolute blast to follow. And I can't believe this show has become one of the ones I look forward to the most. Saturdays are fantastic for shows. And this one stands on its own 2 legs 100%. You let me know your thoughts. I was not ready for Karen Sid. Nor was I expecting how successful his luck is. I think it's all because of that damn space dog that, is helping him just avoid the pitfalls, but bless that little pooch. Your thoughts. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on my Patreon. Today, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Doc, Tyron, Danny Boy, Simon Lau, Miguel Martinez, Greedex23, Neil Vickers, Jenny Stiegel. We also have Pope of the Church of Muse. I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Have a good one.